Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Saturday. Now, for those of you who remember, a few videos back I did an unboxing by Just For You Online. They actually sent me this mould and I really wanted to try it with like a multi-layered creation using the washi tape that was sent to me by the Washi Tape Shop. I will link that video here if you missed it, but all of the details will be in the description box below for the washi tape from the Washi Tape Shop, including your discount code. Now, like I said, I want to do a multi-layered piece. This mold is really chunky. It's a tea light holder in the shape of like a heart, I guess, and it's super pretty. I've been really looking forward to using it, and I know so many of you who have this mold have been using it already, and your creations are a wow. And I just couldn't, I was itching to get this going. The first thing I'm going to do is lay down a base layer in the bottom of the mold. So obviously this is washi tape, we're working face upwards. The colours I'm using, I know, I don't stray very often. The colours I'm using are my two favourites from the washi tape series that I've done that really work beautifully together. Now these are mica powders by Resin Pro. Sadly, I don't have a discount code for those guys, but check out Resin Pro. These are the Sahara range of resin mica powders. Stunning. Next up, we're just going to create a little bit of the silver flakes, silver foil, silver leaf crafting foil that you use. I figured it would just add a little bit of interest to the background of the piece. Not that we can necessarily see them in the forefront when the piece is finished, but I figured it would add a little something and we'll know it's there. So I'm just going to do half and half. Cream on the left hand side, green on the right hand side, and that is because I wanted to add something completely different that I have not used yet, that I showed you a while back, and that is bunny tails. These are so cute. I actually got some bunny tails in a package I made an order, and in with the package were some bunny tails. I'd never seen them before, and I had to message the seller. I was like, what are they? I need those in my life. And she said, they're bunny tails. How cute are they? So I decided on top of the green section, I would be placing down some bunny tails to kind of complement and offset the washi tape that's going to be going on the left hand side. The colours all work so well together. They're all very natural, very neutral colours, and you cannot go wrong when you put natural colours together. It always works. I thought I'd fit so many more in, but I really couldn't. So I pretty much stopped at 3. And at this point, I've just put down a really thin layer of resin. So this is the next day. After I've poured the green and the cream, this is the next day. Thin layer of resin just to hold my bunny tails in place. I'm not interested in covering them up at this point because they'll just float. They'll float to the top and I don't want that. I want them on the bottom, on top of that green, a tiny bit of resin over the top, and now this is the next day again. I figured what I would do is just cut out the leaves. The leaves on this washi tape, honestly, most of the washi tapes I got from the Washi Tape Shop all come with their own kind of selection of leaves, and they're all stunning in their own way. But you guys know, if you've been watching the last couple of videos, I fell in love truly with the eucalyptus. The eucalyptus, oh my gosh, so beautiful. At least I'm assuming this is eucalyptus. It's so pretty. I decided that on the cream side, I would lay down a whole layer of just leaves. Now I am still using my cotton bud because, again, I filmed these videos within close succession of each other, so I haven't moved on to any more kind of better tools. So I am still using my cotton bud at this point. And again, I'm just showing you here how I get these off of the washi tape. You don't have to cut through the whole thing. You don't have to cut up your tape. You can just use your blade real gentle, just to cut through that top surface layer, and then you can peel back your image, and I just love it. My thought with this one is that if I lay some leaves down, followed by another layer of resin, followed by more leaves, more resin, more leaves, etc., then it would give a real 3D effect, and that was kind of what I was going for. So I decided to just carry on adding leaves all along the left hand side. At this point, I'm loving it. It's time for another layer of resin. And let's cover those up. What I did do just before that was just add a few little extra bits, just a little something in the corners where there was gaps. I figured I'd just add the teeny tiny details from the washi tape just to fill those gaps. And now it is time for the next layer of resin. Now, all of the resin I'm using in this video is by Vista. That first layer, the green and the cream, that was Vista Turbo. That's their fast curing resin. The next lot of resin I'm using is actually Vista Cascade. So this is their 24-hour cure resin. I figured I would use this one because I tend to get a lot of bubbles with Vista Turbo, and I really wanted a longer cure resin. The longer the resin takes to cure, the more time the bubbles have to dissipate, to rise to the surface and come out. But I still did go ahead and use my heat gun just to get rid of any extras, because you know, I will get bubbles in this piece. I always do. I'm not very good at deep pours. Now, my original plan was to leave the bunny tails totally visible. So absolutely nothing else to go over the bunny tails. But I kind of didn't like it. I know some of you might be crying, like, why are you covering them up? It's not that I want to completely cover them and pretend they're just not there. I just wanted to give a little bit more visual interest. So the more you kind of stare, the more you can see the bunny tails, but they're not right in your face, like slap in your face. So I did really want to add more foliage, more of these leaves, and just layer it up as much as I could. And my intention really was to go for like 5-6 layers in this, but truth be told, that didn't happen. We only got, I think, 4 layers total. I don't know if it's just because I'm over it by layer 3. If you know me, you know. But this is the final layer of resin going on before I add the flowers, and the flowers are going to go on to complement the whole piece. Guys, I interrupt this broadcast to let you know that I'm so sorry I don't have the final layer of footage. Don't ask me if I filmed it, if I deleted it. I feel like I filmed it, but it's not there. And I'm just editing this video as we speak in real time. And I'm like, wait, how is this suddenly going on to demold? Where's that final piece of footage? So I did end up adding a final layer of flowers onto the top and a final layer of top coat. And next you're going to see the demold. And I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Quite unusual for me to lose footage or just leave loads of bits out. But that is what happened. Don't know where the footage is, so I'll blame George because I can. So here you can see the final layer did go in with those flowers. Now, it did cover quite a lot up, but I didn't take the flowers right up to the top. I still want to be able to see those leaves. My first gut thoughts were, wow, lots of bubbles, and also, wow, 3D. Like, these leaves look real to me. They look like I have laid down real leaves and they look so 3D. I think 3D is the word I was looking for. Now, the demold of this was tricky. Again, I could have easily taken this out and pretended that everything was super, super easy and cool and it just flies out, but that would not be true. And I want to show you guys the grit. The pure force needed. Gentle though. Be gentle with your molds. Super, super gentle. The best way for me was to get it off of the bottoms and then shove the middle out. So push the middle out as much as you can. This bit here in between the two tops, that was the trickiest part. But again, it all came away. I just wanted to leave the footage in. And then this section here comes out and that is your tea light holder. First thing I noticed with this is that there's a chunk, a huge chunk out of the back. I couldn't get this back in at this point, but I wanted to show you, if you have this mold, make sure that the resin meets at the back, otherwise you'll get this chunk out. Luckily for me, I guess this is another piece that's just going to stay on my shelves, so you know, it's all good. Like I said, I have bubbles. Oh guys, these bubbles, they're just coming out to haunt me, honestly. But the 3D-ness, the 3D effect of this is a wow for me. The multi-layers have definitely created this stunning 3D effect with these washi tape leaves, and it truly, they look real to me. Even though they're diddy and tiny, they do look real. So layering up has created the effect I was going for, and I'm so happy that that part of the brief was fulfilled. That is the area of the brief that was fulfilled. As for the flowers over the surface, they don't look so 3D, they don't look so real, because they are right on the surface before the final layer of resin was poured in. And this is what it looks like with the candle in. I've taken it into a darker room so you can kind of get the effect. I think this would make an absolutely beautiful nightlight. It's just so pretty, despite the bubbles, despite the flaws, handmade by me, the man-made flaws. I still think it's so pretty. Would I rush to do something like this again? Probably not. It's time consuming, and if you've been with me a while, you'll know. Like I said, I really wanted this to be a 5, 6, 7 layer piece. Guys, I am so over it by layer 3. It's like 3 days in and I'm like, next. So yeah, maybe when I grow up and I have the patience, I will do this again, and I'll do so many layers and make it even more pretty. But for me, this was just a joy. This was an experiment. It is quite not only time consuming, but quite therapeutic when you take your time with a piece and you know that what you're starting is going to take 5 days. It's quite a commitment. It's quite a commitment. But again, this could be done in 2 layers, a background and then some really cool like inclusions, and you're done. 2 layers and done. But yes, I enjoyed it. Thank you so much to Just For You Online for sending me the mould. I am so sorry for that missing footage. It was really just me cutting the flowers out, laying them on, and then adding the final layer of resin. But I hope you've enjoyed this. It's beautiful, it's pretty, it's definitely giving me the 3D that I was looking for, and you can still see the silver foil through. I thought I'd lose it, but I didn't. If I lost anything, I would say I lost the bunny tails. I could have maybe gone a bit lighter on trying to cover those up a little bit, but it's all good. We know they're there and we can still see them. They're just not in the forefront. They're not right in your face as you look at the piece. But I think it's whimsical, romantic, super delicate and pretty. And yeah, I'm really happy with the results, despite the freaking bubbles. Those bubbles. Oh my gosh, I'm going to dream about those. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. I appreciate you all so much if you are still here. I appreciate you massively, especially if you're in the live chat and you're spending your Saturday evening with me as well. I appreciate you all. So thank you so much. I will see you in my next video, which will be Monday, which will be my final washi tape video of this series. I'm not leaving the washi tape alone. I'm coming back to it after Easter, just briefly, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.